forward position. 6 feet 10 inches, number 19, Ace Bailey. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 3, George. Starting at the other guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 8, Isaiah Collier. The big man, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 24, Walker Kessler. Starting at the other forward position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 23, Larry Markkinen. Your head coach is Will Hardy. Your Utah Jazz.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for the Jazz, Markkinen and Kessler man the post position. George is out there with Collier. And it's Bailey in at the small forward position. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Here's Collier. Markkinen inside the line. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just a great setup for Markkinen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Here's Young. The rebound by Collier.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson outside. Three-pointer, Daniels. Utah with the rebound. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball. Up until last year, the Jazz the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by Utah. Here's Porzingis, and Porzingis throws it down hard.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
So it's Utah now. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bailey misses.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Markkinen kicks to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Daniels. Pass to Bailey. And here is Markkinen. And here's George for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, this is why Georgia's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
Young passes to Porzingis. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz leading by 3. Outside, George. Pass to Collier. Kessler, a screen on Daniel. George, no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Young. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Bailey. Outside, George. Kessler setting the pick for George. Fires the 3. Here's Markkanen. Basket good.
Well, that's a nice effort there on the offensive boards. Markkanen can make a difference there when he's that active.
Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland, and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
To the inside, Porzingis up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop it.
Into the lane. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 5 now.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Utah out in front. They lead by 1. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick-out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Williams. And it's Hendricks in at the 3. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the 3 by Atlanta.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He is a big factor. All right, Johns, thanks for the update. substitutions here. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Bailey. Left side, Markkanen. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got 7 points in the game.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. Markkanen is a pure shooter.
Back to Young. Shoots the 3. That one's not going to go. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Nobody near George. Offline with his 3. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Riza with it. Markkanen on him. Okongwu finds Young. A special move before the shot. He has 7. GA, you hear about 3 level scores, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Here's Riza. No scoring in this one. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can tell Riza has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Now, here's George. He has 6. Three-pointer, Markkanen. And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Collier in for Filipowski. Atlanta also making some changes here. Porzingis comes in for Okongwu. And Jalen Johnson subbed in for Newell. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
Yeah, let's see those moves. Yeah, keep on dancing. You must let your dancing shoes at home.
Here's Young. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Porzingis against Kessler. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. The Hawks again can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Rebounded by the Hawks. To stand both the 23 and 24 first overall picks coming from France. Riza, the top selection by Atlanta in 24.
Look, and I thought Shea just got better as his rookie year went on, and he's going to continue to improve from year to year. This guy can shoot the ball, he can defend, and he really improved his passing as the year went on.
Here is Daniels, still yet to score. The kick out to Young. Drills it from outside. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
The Jazz working the ball around now. A nice shot by George.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 10. Over Kessler. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
On the wing, Markkanen. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. A three-pointer, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Young's shot is off. And taken away by Johnson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Dyson Daniels.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. While we've got a moment now, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
The Hawks leading by 14. And last year, Coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment. But they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
And so in the game for the Hawks, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Shea in at the small forward. Markkanen passes to Collier. Down low. 2 on the clock. Kessler with the bucket.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 13.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The shot by George, no good. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Pop pass to Porzingis, and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Jazz trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Markkanen from outside. And it's Riza Shea with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Daniel. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniel. Porzingis inside. Working on Kessler. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And here's George for 3. Another miss by Utah. Atlanta leading by 17. Pass to Riza Shea. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Riza Shea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Utah, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Daniels passes to Porzingis, and he goes big with that dunk right over Walker Kessler.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time, and as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
You know what they came to see, me never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down, I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down, I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot. You know what they came to see, me never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down?
Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's George. 9 points in the game so far. There's the lob to the hoop. And Kessler throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Atlanta.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Riza Shea. Porzingis sets the pick for Riza Shea. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Bailey passes to Collier. Inside. Here's Bailey, guarded by Riza Shea. And the basket by Bailey.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Here's Riza Shea. And the dunk by Riza Shea.
And guys, you think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that. Well, you love the unselfishness. makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And it's George missing. The Hawks leading by 18. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
So it's the Jazz now, following the miss by Porzingis. Kessler passes to Baylor. And here's George for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Daniels. Back to Rizachet. Porzingis inside. He's covered by Kessler.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
8 seconds left in the third. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Filipowski's out there with Markkanen. Then it's Williams. That's the group right now for Utah. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks leading by 20. Pass to Newell. Young looking around. Now Kennard. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Fires from deep. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And Young, here we go. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, that is some slick dribbling there from Young. This guy beats you in so many different ways.
Outside Williams. Fires for 3. No good on that one. The Hawks leading by 22. Alexander Walker finds Young for 3. That's his 5th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
All right, fans, I want everyone here in the arena to get up out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz dancers.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Rizashea. The three. Sinks the triple.
Highlight of Rizashea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
From deep, George. Rebounded by the Hawks. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Daniels passes to Porzingis. Count that one. Porzingis has got 20.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's Collier. From deep, George. And it's Rizashea with the rebound. Rizashea's got his 4th rebound in this one. Daniels finds Rizashea. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Launches it. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Collier. Now Kessler. Here's Bailey. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniels. The basket good off the assist from Young.
3.
Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bailey misses. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Now Markkanen, covered by Johnson. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Utah has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
35 seconds left to play here in the 4th. George passes to Collier. Six to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Young outside. So Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trey. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.